As always, I encourage you to leave comments down below. Today and over on TikTok for the DC station, I talked a little bit about this, kind of to warm up for what I'm going to talk to you about. Good morning. I'm Toby Knapp, and I'm thinking about you this morning. And I was thinking about you this morning as I got up, and my body was like, yo, man, you're feeling some sort of way. Now, it wasn't a bad sort of way. It was just my body telling me, hey, you need to take a second. As the kids would say, or the peeps trying to be hip would say, I gotta take a beat. But it's true. When I was growing up, I lived in New Orleans, Louisiana for a little while. I think it's New Orleans. I was a kid, but I remember this. I remember going to a school. And I remember at that school, the teacher was French, and they were teaching us in French because of the culture of New Orleans. You know what I mean? So they would teach us in English and French. And one of the words that I remember hearing was shh, écoutez. Écoutez. Listen. Shh, écoutez. My mom loves to tell this story. Écoutez. Listen. I wish I could spell it in French, but I can't. It's about the only word I knew when I went to France with my daughter. But what does it mean, this écoutez? It means listen. Listen to your body. And it's more than just a slogan. It actually has to be a way of life. And there should not be a stigma about it. If you get up in the morning, right, and you listen to your body and your body tells you mentally or physically that you don't feel some sort of way, listen to your body. Go get the rest you need so you can be the best you can be. So many times in life, especially in our culture, we are driven to work. We live to work and not the other way around. Whereas around the world, they take these 3.5, 4 hour siestas in the middle of the day and they're happy. They're not really super concerned about geopolitical things nor are they really concerned about things that divide them. They just live. And they live so that they live, and they work so that they can live the life that they want, not the other way around. And it all starts by listening to your body, right? When you listen to your body, it'll tell you you need some rest. You need to sleep in a little bit. And that's been the great thing about learning how to listen to my body again. Not that I really ever knew how to begin with, but and it's not been an easy lesson because I've been wrestling with a lot of different things. And I'm like, why does this happen to me? Why is this happening to me? Why do I see the world the way I see it? But when you listen to your body, everything makes sense, So I don't know if you need to hear this today or if somebody needs to hear this. And I don't want to belabor the point or Toby Knapp attack you with anything preachy. That's what Sundays are for. But I know this, you're worth listening to, especially when it's you talking to you. If you don't listen, then things go wrong. You end up waking up one morning and you've got arthritis in both knees. Now, I don't, but I know people who do. You wake up one morning and you're uncontrollably nauseous, yakking. Why is this? Well, you weren't listening to your body. And the only way your body can really heal itself is to rest. This morning, things kind of caught up with me a little bit. But, here's the great thing about listening to your body. When you listen to your body, you can come up with strategies to get back on offense. And one of the things that I've tried to do lately is get back on offense in life by listening to my body, learning what it can and what it can't do. I'll just say this much. I'm looking forward to taking a nap. As soon as I can get out of here, I will today so that I can lace back up and get back into the ring. But my body's telling me, hey, you need to be better about these naps. You haven't been good about them the last 2 days. That's why I slept in this morning a little bit. When I say sleep in, you have to understand. I got up. I was up anyway, but I just kind of let myself zone kind of in a meditative state so that my body would get a little more rest this morning before I decided to get up and tackle the day. But everything was okay because I'm on offense. And when you get on offense, you can move the chains enough that you can make decisions for yourself and you can move things forward so that, if you decide you want to come out for a series, you can, Écoutez, listen. Are you listening? It's more than a slogan. It's you. And that, at the end of the day, is what I think is most important. You. So listen to you. And in the meantime, what I'm going to do, especially for people who do what I do or people who are involved in some of the organizations that I'm involved in, I'm going to work my butt off for the time that the good Lord however you choose to interpret, said God, gives me on this planet to change the stigma. There's so many times that people get very whatever about sick days. I don't think we should even call them sick days. I think we should call them wellness days, because sick can apply mentally, can apply physically. It can be important, especially if you don't listen to your body and you start to face burnout. But so many times we're afraid of, oh, this is going to look a certain way or it's going to be a certain way. Nah, don't worry about that. A great mentor and a great leader reminded me that you owe nobody any explanation. You don't have to tell anybody anything. You just have to listen to you and handle you. Don't worry about everybody else. I know it's easier said than done. Trust me, I'm not perfect. I do screw up all the time. But in my screw ups, maybe you'll come across this and you won't. Or maybe it can help you get out of a place where you're in a funk. Anyway, I was just thinking about you this morning, and that came to mind as I was reading this book called The Art of Laziness. But is it really lazy? If it's you listening to you, think about it. My parents named me Toby, and I've approved this message. Like Deion Sanders would say, I ain't hard to find. If you need me for anything, you know where I am. In the meantime, got a lot to do today. Gonna get to it. Love you for watching. Go and have a day that makes you happy.